Pop. Thank you, T Wang. I'm going to steal your content to make my content. Alright, so we're going to be taking a quick look at UNISC Akatsuki. Gonna go through a couple important things. This is what the character select screen looks like. You can actually assign your buttons. There's a very funny looking square that just has like arrow keys in your buttons. So you can check and see, you know, what everything is supposed to look like. I thought that that was like pretty cool. At least in this build, every color that exists in Unis or Uniclear is in the game with an additional 5 custom colors. You can also, it's kind of cut off here, but you can turn off stages and you can turn off music that you don't want to listen to. So the people who do like hate Park, you can turn Park off. You don't have to have it on. It also means that I can turn Mika's playground stage off if it looks particularly bad. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks at the bottom. We get to see counter hit A normals immediately. So that's like a pretty big change, especially considering Batista is the one that we're looking at here. T-Wang really also, specifically against Kamine, wanted to show off the new Parry. Actually, let's rewind just a little bit. Yeah, right? So this move looks very much improved. It's actually sometimes kind of hard to hit crouching characters with this move. But I was watching T-Wang play Kamine and him play a couple other players. Far 5C is something that is really annoying to press. It does have head involve. Close C does not have head involve. But it can be very inconsistent when hitting characters. It looks like it's a little better than it was currently. Or it is currently, rather. So right there, we got to see Charged Fireball. Hit a little frame by frame. You can see the increase version. You can increase both the A and the B version. And it hits twice against other fireballs, it looks like. We were kind of guessing that it felt really, really plus. So if you're trying to fight out of the corner or like guard cancel out or whatever, you might have some difficulties depending on how they layer their pressure. Now there is something kind of interesting here. When it looks like there's a new indicator. So you see the green shield here. I don't remember the characters flashing as obviously green in the green shield situation in any other version of the game. That overlay lasted like quite a bit of time. So I think they added an indicator to show you like, hey, this person is actually locked in. So it helps you react to green shields, is what I'm guessing. I don't know for sure. So we have some standard pressure. Tatsu. T-Wang tried to dash out, but he messed it up. That's a very fast VO. Look at that. That was like instant. But as you can see, Akka could still shield at that time. But we got the double laser to kill. Not a whole lot of damage. One of the things that I was potentially afraid of... Oh, he missed that combo. One of the things that I was potentially afraid of was damage being way higher than it is currently. But these look pretty close to the numbers that you should expect. Yeah, so let's see. Was this charged? I can't tell. This doesn't really look like it's charged JC. The hit effect is a lot. That's a pretty big hit effect. The fact that you could get that combo, that doesn't work. I can show you that right now. That doesn't work. Even on counter hit here, there's not a combo there. That's huge. It means that not only can he do regular air-to-air J6C, which generally speaking doesn't have a use, you get a combo off of it on normal hit. That wasn't counter hit. So that is a huge change for Aka as well. One of the things that you might notice is that T-Wang drops a lot of fireball confirms here. It's not very common that he does that in his regular gameplay. So when I talked to him last night, he was like after I told him that I observed that he was dropping a bunch of them, he said, yeah, there's something about how the fireball relaunch works in the new game, at least in that build. Oh, this is perfect, Cho. There's something about it that is slightly off to the timing that they're used to using. Now, those sorts of things are going to get ironed out as the game, as we get our hands on the game. But it is interesting to know that that kind of muscle memory isn't there. We see the cut in on Vorpal. Can he do it? No. He does usually drop that, though. Counter hit on Light. Again, pretty important stuff. Green shield, but didn't quite react to it. And so this is very likely 2A versus 2A. Counter hit on Lights is huge. Opens up a lot of potential damage or a lot of potential routing for characters. I definitely know that Aka can have different counter hit confirms. So, yeah. Again, another counter hit on Light. So, was that A flash? Interesting. If that was A flash, that's why that traded counter hit there. Then we actually get to see Akatsuki do the new roll mechanic 3D. He just does a combat roll on the ground. My man spinning, blocks in time. So that's the new super. That should be 236 BC. I was basically telling Salty that because you don't see invul on here, there are tricks that opposing characters should be able to deal with when they shoot projectiles. It is a nice potential, I don't even say nice. It is a good option to have. So you're not just getting zoned out, but characters that can super flash you doing your super, it's like a very common tactic, I think, at higher levels of play. Will do it to you. You don't look like you have invul. So that, if she was on time and on target, could EX flash that. I know Rurik, who is in here, we talk about stances from Yuzu. You can maybe do stance dodge, or you can do Yaichirin, depending on what your special cancels are looking like. It also doesn't look like it's arrow K. You have to be on the ground. So there are some limitations to this move, but I think it's a strong inclusion as well. Yeah, that'll certainly be interesting. Stance jump looks like it probably would get caught. Oh, the VAT actually tried to do the VO combo. Oh my god, that killed. I don't know if everybody also noticed, but it looks like Fatista 66C has a different animation. So we'll see it after this. That's kind of curious, because normally it seems like there's enough untech to do that, but it doesn't seem like she actually had enough. But this is definitely a different animation compared to before. So we can make a direct comparison here. So we can tell that it's already angled slightly up. Yeah. Yep. So we can kind of toggle this here. JC is an overhead, yeah. It also likely means that if you block it, it's probably less advantageous. Yeah, I'm very curious. It looks like it doesn't look like it has a shallow angle. Oh, actually, let's go back a little bit. The way that that hit is pretty different. That looks a little smaller. Flash. Counter hit. Not a whole lot of untech. Maybe they changed how the tech works for that too. Nope. Yeah. So what you can see here, this is maybe something that people might have feared. You actually cannot charge this. It does seem to extend his hurtbox a little bit, just like his fireballs normally do. So it's likely better from further angles. There we go. We did get a parry confirmed, but again, slight drop on that. Okay. Oh, okay, 6C. That also does have 5cc. So that actually hits a little different than I'm used to seeing. Wait, is this Gunbird? Sorry, hold on. I'm like super distracted by this. Yeah, this is definitely Gunbird. Okay. Not a ton of stuff to see here so far. We do have the indicators like on invul. Oh, does that lock you in and force you to spin meter? We can't see it. Wait a minute. Is that what I think happened? Oh my god. He canceled that. That makes sense. It definitely makes sense, but... Oh my god. Yeah, jump these fireballs, asshole. It's time. What? Wait. Really? Like, I know it has a big hurt box. This is quite interesting. I think that trades most of the time. That's a huge deal. Batista's looking pretty fair right now, folks. Tries to combat roll, gets punished. No way! That did nothing! I don't know if you guys know, this is like 1,000 minimum. Like, in this version of the game. Oh, you think it is a height thing? I still feel like that probably does less damage than usual. What's up, Monta? Oh man, this is fascinating. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, 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 no. Hold on. That ball was out. Oh, yes. It didn't high counter, but oh my god. That never fucking works. That never works. Akavat might be 50-50 now. Oh my god. I Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. No way. That was kind of interesting though. So he tried to do the near corner extension. It looked like it hit correctly, but he wasn't able to get that. So I am curious about that. We'll have to investigate that. We got drill. That doesn't work either. Oh my god. Where did it hit? So this is Parry. Parry whiffs here. So this is post drill. Oh my god, wait a minute. I don't know if that's conclusive or not. Was he standing? Or was he... No. That might have hit low. That might have hit low. So he tries to parry here. Gets counter hit. I feel like gyms explode you better than this. Okay. Whoa, that looked a lot more friendly. That looked like it was easier to confirm off of. No, it's probably about the same. Wait, what? Hold on. Did you stand shield that? No, you went back. Okay. Trade, yep. Gotcha. If you're late, it could be... I wonder if they did make that 5. If you're late, it'll trade. Kind of want to pull that back just a little bit. Okay. Okay. Still not conclusive if it's a low or not. I'm going to guess that it was late. Still no evidence quite yet that VAT 2A is a low. Yep, drill. Let's look at this combo. Combo doesn't look too great. Air throw. Okay. Extension. Okay, nice. So this is kind of what I was talking about before. He kind of confirmed a green shield, so that guaranteed that IC fireball. That's a funny way of rolling out. 5A? What if that counter hit? That looked like a throw. What did she do? Two A maybe? She was able to get airborne? Really? JB? So that's IC. He missed his dash. Yeah, we love to see that, baby. That absorbed one hit. Oh, yes. Charge Fireball, absorbs a hit. Let's go. Okay. He was a little late on that. 2C punish. Tatsu. Oh my god, the counter hit confirm on that. Not a whole lot of damage. This is about what we would expect. Well, 25. 25 might actually be a lot. Let's make a comparison here. We're gonna force counter hit here. Corner. Oh wait, I gotta see what he actually did. Might be. Last hit only. 1, 2, 3. Okay, okay. I think I got it now. Oh, here. Shit, did you do 5C? Oh no, you just re-jumped. Okay, gotcha. He was actually able to get closely on this. So this is 24-14. That's 25. So yeah, a little bit more damage on that. Yeah, I'll peep that in the next one. Let's go through this real quick. Yeah, so again, we get to see how this works here with the green shield. Probably want to do fast fireball in the future with that. It's not like I can knock him for not really knowing. Yeah. Wait. So that must have summon ball. Interesting. There was no indicator, so maybe it's just not in the game yet. DP. Okay, so still crouching there. I wish we could have seen the meter I don't know if you actually extinguish your meter when you try to do the parry super unless it comes out. That counter hitting is pretty big. T-Wang, I don't know why that doesn't work. I'm not gonna lie to you. Flash. Let me actually crash the JP thing. I don't know if we have too many English speakers, or not English speakers, but oh, so this is actually going to confirm something that VAT players are concerned about. So the act of trying to roll through a gym explosion looks foolish. So keep that in mind. They will still be able to punish you for gym VAT explosion. You might have to roll at the correct time. Oh my god, that's cool. Tatsu, still late. Interesting. Let me make sure I pause that real quick. Alright, so that's the Akavid versus that. We're gonna go into Yuzu here. Oh my god, hold on. Look at how far that was. Look at that. 2v? Hello? That's looking pretty kind right now. That might fuck up far for far confirms though, so. Yeah, Ichirin. Okay. Yep. Yep. Punish indicator. Take care and good luck, Bishop. Kill it in Guilty Gear today. So, interestingly enough, 5C didn't punish the roll. Probably because 2B was still active at the time. But that's not a punish. And that... Interesting. Just going over SC footage. Oh, come on. Oh, you didn't charge it. That's a lot of damage potentially. I thought he was going to do his one route too. Okay. This should kill though. Yeah. Dash 6C. A little late. 2FF? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, wait. I want to go the other way. So it looked like it put her in stance. Could she get counter hit out of... Oh, okay. I was going to say, I didn't think she could get counter hit out of stance. Another dash 6C. It was showcased yesterday. We don't know exactly how much is real or not, but we're just going over the footage right now. Let's look. Let's take a look at this. $23.07. Let me take a look at this again. Next year. We know it's next year. If it got released at EVO and it has a similar release to Clear, we'll get it in the spring. So. So this is 2300 before meter. $23.03 before meter. $23.07. So slight damage increase. Not a huge damage increase. $31.86. So EX move damage might be lower across the cast. Vatista can be counter hit in general. Vatista can be counter hit, Lights counter hit. So those are changes to the game. So this is less damage than Akatsuki would get normally. We can kind of compare this. So let me... So this is the damage that we have right now. And this is the damage that we're actually looking at. So we're actually a little worse by about 50 to 60. I know that Salty seemed to observe that EX Sync got worse. So maybe things that have patterns of invul on it, like Tatsu does have projectile invul on it, maybe those damage moves have gotten hit by a certain amount across the board. So we do know that this does less damage. VO is really fast. You can't. So what T-Wang was doing there. What T-Wang was doing there was meaty close C auto baits heat. So you cannot heat against it in this version of the game. But he was hit by heat there. Nice. Okay, I didn't know that about that. Still got the punish. Although we don't know how much meter T-Wang has, unfortunately, here. Doesn't look like it's over 100. So meter difference is here too. It's going to be gray unless you have 100. Then it will be colored after that. So you have a visual indicator if you have built enough meter or not. So again, both sides you can see that are gray. If Yuzu CS's, she'll get to CS. Otherwise, Akatsuki, yeah. So Akatsuki actually got there, so now it's colored yellow. This is showing you that you now have access to an EX move. So now Yuzu also does have it. That is true. 738. Hold on. 736. Is that any different here? I need to be actually a little higher. There we go. So 736 here. 736. Okay, same thing. I will say this too, though, about this. I love the... I know some people are not super keen on the visual effects up here. You know, they might not like the hub. And there are certain things that I don't like. Like, I don't like that the font for combos is different than the font for your indicators. But these cut-ins, like this breakdown cut-in, I love it. I love it, absolutely. I like how Winter splashes apart. Like, that looks really smooth to me. I like this cut-in too. I think it's really neat. But I would like if we had a bit more congruency between the font iconography here, you know? Now, hit effects and things like that, these hit effects, I hope that those get toned down. I would love to see those get toned down a little bit. It's like a big explosion every time you hit things. And then the guard effect is actually... I think that they intended it to be like this from the very first game, because this looks like Under Night and Births, the very first game. It looks like the guard effects there. I mean, I know maybe the common consensus is I hope that it's not like that. I do hope it's better than Melty Bloods, but like if we had even Melty Bloods, I would be on this game every day. Oh, that's really dangerous. So I talked about this before. Green shield indicators are very, very obvious. You glow green here. And I like that change. I like it a lot. It tells the person that is running offense that you are locked in there. I think this is fantastic. So we get this indicator. She's glowing green. And she was kind of green for a long time off the icy fireball. We have also confirmed that crouch tech is different. Crouch tech forces stand tech, so that actually might be 1 AD. The shield doesn't come out, so Yuzu probably could have 1 AD'd here. So be very careful, 1 AD lovers. Yeah, there must be some timing that's different. T-Wang, I think, drops harder combos, but typically he's not a person that drops very easy combos. And I answered my question too. That parry automatically extinguishes meter here. So you're going to be able to tell if he spent the 100 or not. Nice. Missed the dash. We're casually still going over system changes. I just talked about a pretty important one, which is hold on, okay. There we go. I just went over a really important one, which was that crouch shield. So like if you do this, stand tech comes out. This doesn't happen anymore. No, those aren't the Arxis vids. This is shaky cam footage from T-Wang who was there. So this is shaky cam footage from T-Wang. Yeah, you can't see us that way either, which is really important. 1A DAD does not work in the same way. Now you can still probably crouch tech in the way where 2A comes out with 1A Plink D, but 1AD does not work the same way. Oh yeah, shield. Successful shield speeds up the clock. So we can maybe observe this actually. We can break it down just a little bit because the pressure that Yuzu runs gets shielded. I think. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, it was definitely increased. Yeah, you can't 1AD to shield zoners. You have to commit to the 1D. No, that's not. Maybe it's a nerf to Yuzu, but the fact that you can't dash 1AD is a huge buff to that character. I see the dead zone on 6C still exists, by the way. Haha. Actually, I'm curious. Did that speed up the clock? Can't tell by the thing though. I wonder if grid break also speeds up the clock. So I think that's Yuzu's new throw. Yeah, getting 25 back is good. Okay. Now you can still combo into VO, and that will put you in a super state. Honestly, I have to think that there's still some benefits to VOing as well. It just doesn't strip your opponents of the option. There we go. We got the full combo. Nice. That's about the same amount of damage, so it's unchanged there. Okay. A. Oh, right. That's a thing. So for the Akka players, you have more untech to work with. So this is a combo. This doesn't work normally. Parry, okay. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised that he didn't do the super. That is one thing that I do have to ask. If 236 BC only activates on stand versus crouch. So to briefly explain, hold on real quick, sorry. To briefly explain how Akatsuki's parry works, also, what's up, Toast? Make sure you go to the Xanadu stuff. I know you go before. Yeah, so that's Akatsuki's punch parry super. Yeah, I'm getting right to business. We're in the content. Yeah. You already know what it is, Defi. I'm trying to get a team. I'm trying to get some money. We out here. But how Akatsuki's parry works is normally you have 6 different parations of parry. You have jump parry, stand parry, crouch parry, and those all have different proration. So there's different damages based on like what you do. And air parry kind of changes how combos work. I won't get into that. Vorpal versus non-Vorpal also has a difference in the amount of damage and proration that you're working with. I noticed that even though T Wang had the ability potentially to do 236 BC or BC 236, however that ends up working, uh, he didn't choose to do it there, even though he potentially could have killed her if you can do that from crouch state. So that is something that we'll have to keep our eye on as Aka players. If you can still trigger it from crouch parry or it has to be stand. That's going to have a lot of implications. So he did just try it there. It looks actually, hold on, let me compare. It actually looks like it has an entirely different animation. He like slouches a little different compared. So if that's the case, if you can't do it from crouch, that does have a lot of implications about how you are going to run offense around Aka. It's like you choose to either forego getting hit by a low, or it could catch. If it catches both, that's going to be weird. I'm just going to assume for now that you can only do it against mids and high. I'll have to ask T-Wang. I know Enkidu's parries parry both. Oh, that was really keen of him. Enkidu's parries catch low and high. I do know that. Okay. Yamaki. Oh, right, that combo was kind of. Yeah, he tried it again. Defi, I also talked about how green shield is very obvious now. You glow green for a certain amount of time. Head and Vol didn't kick in probably on the 6C. Yeah. That was the unblockable, I think. Oh, what a dash 6C. T-Wang. So T-Wang will be adding to this, but these are demo matches that I will put in there. So that's the playlist. Everyone's always had C specials, by the way. C specials are supers. Okay. A. Nice. Wow, that dropped. That was kind of surprising. Maybe he needed to be a little faster. That looks like it normally doesn't drop, though. Counter hit confirm. Nice. That super is. I don't know if all of them are. Yeah, Gourd players are definitely. Oh, I'm actually curious if walled command throw is going to affect Vorpal. That was a change that I asked for before, and I don't know if they did that or not. I'm gonna have to ask them about that. Actually, curious about something. Yeah, so we saw the clock speed up. Clock does not seem to speed up on grid break throw, by the way. Yeah, I did. I was talking about that. A sim does take less grid, but properly shielding actually speeds up the Vorpal clock, which gives yo nice roll. Yeah, so you do spend some blocks to do that to roll. Okay, offense start. Nice. Ah, he tried to do the movie confirm, the Broly. Movie. That confirm is sick, by the way. Oh, he needed to delay the close C just a little bit. Yeah. T-Wang tried to hit him with the movie confirm. Yeah, it is counted as a shield action, so you can throw and grid break that. I don't think it's armored, uh, but it might have slight invul. There we go. So that's Akka's new super in motion there. The roll does give you grid if you successfully uh, roll something. That's gonna kill. Nice. Assault is 60. Concentrate is 5D. I think the super is the parry. I don't think you can parry and then super. So how we saw it work at one point was T-Wang did fireball and he canceled it into the parry. You do have to commit to the meter spin. I didn't explain how Celestial works because I haven't seen it. Uh, Basically what it means, as far as I read, is if you have 6 blocks of CS, uh, or 6 blocks of Vorpal, if you CS with that, it treats it as if you had all 12 blocks of CS, or of Vorpal. Now, 6 grid block Vorpal gives you an extra bounce in your combos. Um, it's a rare circumstance that doesn't happen very often. In fact, I've only noticed that it had affected me one time when I was playing against a Chaos. I was playing against Paz, and the extra bounce allowed me to kill him off of a parry confirm. So, it's going to be kind of weird. We're gonna go through Lond here. Throw damage increased. I think it does about 14 right now. About 1400. It did 16. I don't know. We don't know if you can forward tech that or not. That is actually really important. That's really interesting. Now, there's probably some Lond, because Lond Rekkas do correct. There's probably some traps that Lond can do, but being able to roll out of a Lond Rekka in pressure is pretty important. This is Lond's roll. It's weird because it looks like a teleport. And then he just got punished on Tatsu. Okay. Tatsu. Is that launching faster? The J is not coming out really there. What do I think of them nerfing crouch tech? I think it's a net good for offense in the game. Uh, I've been carried a lot by crouch tech, so I'm going to have to make some adjustments to that. Um, but as far as running my own offense, I think it's very good because I will kill a lot of people for trying to crouch tech like that. Um, it's going to remain to be seen because I have relied on crouch tech versus Mika, for example. Like Mika pressure is going to be very, very suffocating. And oh, I did learn something from Akimi. Apparently, the command grab that she has, the hit grab, does not punish roll. There is a list. Let me see if I can grab that for you guys as well. They're still updating it, but we do have a list of various things. What's the fastest way for me to get there? Uh, if somebody actually has it, I think it's Defiance document. If somebody has it, please dump it in there before I get there. Oh, here it is. Thank you, thank you. So we can kind of go through it a little bit here. Cosmetic changes, new voice lines for every character, character colors. Like I mentioned before, we have all 40 colors plus costume slots. That's pretty insane to me. Button checks available in the character select. New training mode options. You can actually turn on enhanced bullets. There are 5 slots, 5 reversal slots that you can play as well, just like in Lumina. You can remove songs and stages from the random select pool. So if in your friend group you're tired of listening to certain things, yeah. Celestial mechanic, after winning Vorpal while having 6 or more blocks, you get all of the blocks instantly. Yeah, guard thrust does not grid crush anymore. But it does use all of your grid and it costs 100 meter to try to get out. So I think that this is like actually a really good change, but the implications that it has on running Under Night offense, I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work, but I'm looking forward to it. Uh you gain a lot of meter in this game, but they've only added more things to do with your meter. And so being meter starved is awful in this game. And if you're meter starved and grid starved, you're going to have to pay a lot of attention to your resources. And this is already a resource heavy game, by the way. Creeping Edge is the roll. It's the roll mechanical in 3D. Gives you a block if it's successful. VO doesn't grid break, as we saw. Raw VO does remove Vorpal, but Strip doesn't. So, like, for those who... Yeah, VO being 14 frames is pretty scary. But if you get stripped at the end of a combo, like, you know, like Vatista or Landrakia or Hilda do, then you do have access to your mechanics. Now, we did see, I know some of you who hate Hilda and think that this change is going to kill what Hilda does to you. I sat and watched T-Wang try to roll through a Vat gym explosion and got punished at the end of the roll. So don't think that you can roll out of Gloom shit. You will die. So keep that in mind. You still have to hold that. But you could probably grid thrust and get out of some situations that you weren't able to get out of before. But again, be very cognizant of that. Especially if your grid thrust gets baited. So I think basically every character in the game is going to have high damage grid break punishes. Or grid thrust punishes. I already have them because I'm used to it. But yeah. Apparently, all clear worlds will work in the next game. We've seen it, generally speaking, with different amounts of like damage modifiers off of that. Using EX moves while in Vorpal gives you some slight meter back. CS can give you more than 120 meter, probably due to Celestial. We'll go here. So this is Celestial. We'll see it, I think, Kamine playing Chaos. He basically got everything. And then you still see the TS gauge as well. So he went from about 70 meter all the way to 200 plus. What I'm curious about is if you grid thrust from this position, do you overfill from 100 meter? Also, I gotta skip this song. Come on, man. What is going on here? This is sounding weird. There we go. So that's an implication that I think we're gonna have to pay attention to as well. But it's interesting. Oh wait, we wanna go back here. Counter hit throw shows the pop up. Uh, I'm gonna skip to my character. We kind of talked about it before. 100-meter parry. It looks like 5 BC rather than 2, so we're gonna have to confirm if that works or not. Both fireballs can be charged. Yeah, Celestial is probably really, really difficult. Let me go to do this. So Fox up tweet. Ah, there we go. This is the Uniplayer killer, by the way. 5A delay 2AA. Killing every OS is pretty powerful. You're literally just going to have to hold this. What's up, TG? Yeah, 5A delay 2AA, which is the Uniplayer killer, seems even stronger now. And then Carmine Bomb baits without Crouch Shield OS. Yeah. People will die in the corner. You're going to have to hold stuff or you're going to have to give up some meter to do it. So this is pretty powerful. The implications are all there. This also means Dash Block OS is dead. So all of you who are getting very used to Dash OSing, I know Defiant hates a certain Akka who loves Dash OS. It's going to be very different. We saw the punish on roll just there too. That throw did almost 3k. Oh, that sucks. Wait, hold on. Did that have invul? No. Okay, still no invul on that. That didn't link. That sucks. But we saw charge fireball. That's 2 hits. It can, but it's rare. Yep, that has invul. Okay, so you still can forward tech that, as we saw. Ah. Sorry. Again, we got to see the super. It looked weird enough to combo off of that T-Wang wasn't quite used to it. Actually, now that I look at this, neutral jump B looks faster by a little bit. So it's throwing all of the timing off. Ah, sumimasen. Yamiki-san, konbanwa. Oh, Revert is about to go nuts. Actually, Line is going to be really, really annoying to deal with. Sumimasen, Yamiki-san. Translation, okay, now. Yeah, so that's the super again. I actually am interested to see. I don't know if we've seen any implications about delay tech. I don't know if it changed or not, and that is huge, by the way. Dash 2B. People getting killed by Mocha are going to continue to get killed by Mocha because it looks like 2B is a little better than it was in this, or than it is in this version of the game. Okay. Okay. Nice. So again, one of the changes is that uncharged J6C actually allows you to combo because it slightly hits off the ground. Okay, nice delay. Okay, so this is potentially interesting. So this didn't do nearly as much damage. In fact, I would say that this is on the low end of what you would expect. This does about as much as a combo with meter spent in ST would do. Or not ST, but clear. So we can kind of show this a little bit. Did it parry a low? Is that what that was? Oh, it did parry a low. Wow. Yeah, you could be right about that. But let's do a quick thought experiment here too. I don't want CS on this. That could be the case, or like I was trying to talk about before, Rick, you know this because you play Akatsuki, but Vorpal parry scales differently than non-Vorpal parry scales. So this is 2548. And I think that this combo does about the same amount of damage. Yeah, 2547. I think this is just the difference between Vorpal parry and non-Vorpal parry. So if I'm going to guess correctly, then the scaling differences on his parries apply for the new parry follow-up as well. But I'm glad that you pointed that out. The super parry does parry both high and low. So let me actually write that in the chat. Let me go back and see how much T-Wing's combo did. 2541. And let's look at mine. Yeah, so it did a little less than the combo that you would do right now. Okay, nice. As you can see, the charge fire. Oh boy, you guys that love to swing into fireballs, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Look at that shit. 5BB, fuck you. Oh yeah. This tool is going to be real fun. It's going to be real fun, man. Okay, that's kind of interesting. That didn't combo for whatever reason, but we got the reset, I guess. It's okay. You have your Rapukin, your cheap Rapukin that goes through fireballs.